Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome everyone for this new lesson. Today we are going to take speaking examination practice. This is from Unit 4 and the name of the course is Traveler 5. We still in the first semester and we are targeting third secondary stage. What we will learn today, number 1, identify useful tips for speaking. 2. Practice speaking in speculating and making a decision. Number 3. Revise how to use past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. Alright, so identifying useful tips for speaking. Practice speaking in speculating and making decision. Revise how to use past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. We should cover all those three objects in order to understand the whole lesson in the right way. Okay, the warm-up page and the question for you. After we just have looked to the picture on the right hand side, what can you see? A person alone or with someone else? So the question for you now, are you an adventurous person? Now what do you mean by adventure? How would you feel if you had to spend 2 months on a desert island by yourself, alone? 2 months on a desert. What do you think? You like it or not? What are you going to do in 2 months? All right. Here we go with some tips of speaking. Okay, or tips for speaking. There are no right or wrong answers, but you must make sure to justify your answer. Remember, this is not a monologue, so both speakers must have equal opportunity to speak. You should listen to your partner's opinion and respond by either agreeing or disagreeing with it. Focus on the written prompts above the visuals to keep the task in mind. And don't forget that there are 2 parts to the task. One part is expressed in the instructions as first talk and the second part as then decide. So towards the end of the task, you must reach a decision that you have negotiated with your partner. So those are tips for speaking you should keep in your mind. Now we are going to see an example. We should make a bit of a practice. You can see the words on the top corner, right hand side: handy, useful, essential, shop, direction, shelter. Imagine that you are taking a part in a competition and that you have to spend 2 months on desert island. On the right, as you can see here, on the right are some items that you could take with you in order to make your stay easier. First, talk about how useful these items can be, and then decide which 2 items are most important. You have more than 8 items. Just talk about how useful these items can be. So this is general talk. And then decide which 2 items are most important during your stay. you can use those sentences. I believe that is very useful, or you can say handy, because it could help, would give, as far as I am concerned, the most important item is, because I would definitely choose those sentences can help you to speak freely about what you want to describe. So, for example, you can choose this item and talk about it and your need during stay in desert island. What about the backpack or the bag? And then don't forget that you should select two items and tell us that those two items are most important during my stay. All right. Now let's move to the exercise. Choose the word or phrase that produces a grammatically correct sentence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences, and each sentence more than one option, almost A, B, C, D. So 4 options for each sentence. He was the bravest man I saw before, was ever seeing, had ever seen, had ever been seen. What is the right answer? Number 2, we for an hour when we suddenly realized that we were going in the wrong direction. Have been driving, have driven, drove, had been driving. Who to the park with yesterday? Did you go? You went. Had you gone? You had gone. They accompanied together, but they had an argument, and in the end, they didn't. Would sit up, were going to sit up, had to sit, or had sit up, sit up. Number 5, who you the postcard that came yesterday, sent, did send, has sent, had sent. Maram dinner by the time her husband came home, made, had been making, had made, was making. Your job is to select the right answer for each sentence. Are you ready to check your answers together now? Here we go with the right answers. C, had ever seen, is the right answer for 1, while 2D, had been driving. A, did you go, is the right option for 3, and we're going to sit up is the right option for 4. The 5th sentence, sent, is the right option. The last sentence, had been making, is the right option for number 6. Now it's time for the assessment, and your mission is to choose the word that produces a suitable meaning. We have almost 4 spaces, and also we have 4 words. Participants, hidden part, frantically. Okay, every year my best friend Rose invites me to visit him in Sanibel, Mexico, and take an annual treasure hunt he organizes. The are all friends and relatives who spend 3 days searching the town for the items. Your job is just to choose the word that produces suitable meaning. Okay? And let's check together. Number 1, the right word is part, take part. Okay, 2, the participants is the right option, while 3, frantically, is the right option, while the last option, hidden items, is the correct option. Okay, what we have learned today, as you can see, we start with tips for speaking. and we tell you that there's no right or wrong answers, but you must make sure to justify your answer. Remember, you should listen, focus on, and don't forget. All those tips are very important once you want to speak. And then we move to words and options, which is the right option for those words during some sentences. And then you can see on the right hand side, past perfect simple versus past perfect progressive, and difference between past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. You can see the sentence, I had been waiting for hours when finally the bus arrived. So one event happened before another. You can see waiting here is an event, and the other one is the bus arrived. So this is the difference between past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. Those were the references of the lesson. And this slide means we have reached to the end. I would like to thank you so much for you watching. I hope you do enjoy and get and learn something new. For more information and lesson, please visit our website. Contact us via Twitter account. If you prefer to call 800-4422-2220 is the right number. Thank you again. Hope to see you next time. Until that, goodbye for now.